going to win 55 with 10 men.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious.
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 982 and today we're back for another brand new video. Today's video, as you can tell by that deliciously clickbaity title and the fact that we are rocking the Charity Hodgson shirt. We're obviously here to discuss the Rangers versus St Mirren game. Now it did finish 2-0 thanks to goals from Alfredo Morelos and Connor Goldson. But before we get into that, I just want to quickly say we went up like 200 subscribers in one day. I just want to say thank you for that, because that's nuts. Honestly, I don't know why you're here, but I appreciate it. But yeah, there's so much good stuff to talk about today and I just want to talk about it, so let's just do it, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Rangers defeated St Mirren with 10 men once again. That's right, 2 SPFL games in a row now. We haven't made it to the half-time with 11 men. It's getting a bit nuts. Ross McCrory got a red card for, I think the official thing that was a clear goal scoring opportunity and a reckless challenge, so it's kind of 2 for 1. When in my first reaction, I'm just going to get this red card right out of the way because I know everyone's going to be speaking about it. Me right away, my instant reaction was, how is that a red card? Just how? Because in my mind, Flanagan was coming over for cover, and I think he would have maybe got there before the St Mirren player managed to get a shot off, so that was obviously stopping the clear goal scoring opportunity. However, when looking at back, I can see why the referee has actually sent him off. It's a very, very reckless challenge, and to be fair to Ross McCrory, to sum it up, I think he's trying really, really hard to impress Steven Gerrard. He might have just been trying a little bit too hard, and that sort of caused the reckless challenge. I can understand with it, I'm not going to blame the referee for that one. He's gave him an option to send him off, and he sent him off. And this one's not gotten overturned. We should appeal it though, you know, just for the banter. And that's obviously going to raise the very first question I'm going to ask from me to thee for you to answer in the comment section below. Do you believe the Ross McCrory challenge was a red card? It's going to be a hot issue in the comment section, I can already tell. But make sure to be getting your opinions out there and get your feelings known. For me personally, when I first saw it, it wasn't a red card. When looking at back and seeing the replays, I know they always look worse in slow motion and stuff like that. I can understand why you've sent him off. So yeah, I'd agree with it. No hard feelings with that one. I would just like to ask the question why Connor Goldson was allowed to be studied and not even a yellow card for that one, like a full-on just stud. But whatever, we'll not talk about that one. We'll also not talk about the fact that after Koulibaly ran by like 6 foot, the guy just came up and just kicked him. Morelos-esque. Just kicked him right off. Just knocked him like clean on his arse. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Back to some good points. So let's actually talk about the way we started this game because it was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, I predicted the 4-0. It didn't quite happen, but I did predict Morelos and Goldson to score, and they finally did. The first goal, which I actually really liked from Alfredo Morelos, is just showing a wee bit more confidence now. Jamie Murphy, who I put on a better performance in this game than he has done for the rest. Some other things I'm going to talk about later, but overall, I thought he put on a better performance. Now he wins the ball high up, he takes a quick little touch and just skips it right into the path of Alfredo Morelos. Morelos takes a touch and just composure from Morelos. And just finishes it beautifully. I thought at first he like skiffed it, but he didn't. It was beautifully placed from Alfredo Morelos, showing a bit of confidence, and I'll take that all day. And that is where I'm going to start off. I'm going to start with Alfredo Morelos. I thought his performance was actually, again, great. Honestly, it was great. I'm very, very critical of him when he plays bad, so I feel like it's only fair that when he does play well, I encourage it, and this was another fantastic performance. Especially when we went down to 10 men in the second half. It wasn't the most nicest game in the world. I'm not going to come out here and say it was the best game I've ever seen. It wasn't a great game in the second half, but there was a key couple of passages to kill a lot of time. And I thought the one where Alan McGregor punted the ball up and Morelos just takes it down like a dream and ends up winning as a corner from his own. Like, he was on his own in their half, and somehow he managed to win as a corner from a punt. No one else was near him. And I really, really rate that. So yeah, shout out to him. Also doing the most important job in football, which is scoring goals. The second player I actually want to talk about in today's episode is going to be Lassana Koulibaly. Once again, just the guy's a titan. I just cannot... I'm actually counting the days down till I see Jack and Koulibaly back at it again. Because the more Koulibaly plays, the better he's actually getting. Gerrard's been on record numerous times to say he's not even fully fit yet. So the fact that this guy's churning out these performances like that, can you imagine when he gets at 100 and then we've got Jack at 100? Just 55, isn't it? Isn't it? There was a great passage about the 80th minute where he has it at the edge of his own box. There's 3 St Mirren players. He does a fake, It drags it back, beats those 3 players, skips by one, does a nice little pass by another, runs down the wing, and the guy just runs up and just whaps him. I mean, there was no clear attempt at the ball. The guy just ran up and kicked him to stop him. Referee didn't even book the guy, so whatever. But again, that's highlighting how important and how clever and how much he understands the game at that key stage of the time. And that chewed up a lot of time as well, so that was very, very clever play, which I like from my CDM Destroyer. Moving on to the next couple of players I wanted to really quickly just talk about. I'm not going to go through the entire team because there was a lot of good performances. It was a very team-orientated performance once again. But I thought BB on his debut, aka Bonnebear, got an assist, which is brilliant. I thought some of these link-up play was great. I thought he was very strong in attack. Obviously picked up a yellow card. Looks like he understands what it means. Kissed the Rangers badge as well, which I rate. Yeah, he was pulled off about the 60th minute, but I think that was just because we needed to change the shape and obviously freshen things up, so I completely understand about that. He done himself justice in his debut, and I completely believe that he's going to be a vital, vital player for us, because I think he looks brilliant. And the more he plays, the more understanding he gets with our play style. He could be a massive, massive player for us. Other 2 people I'm going to mention really, really quickly is going to be John Flanagan. I thought the fact that he played out in the right and then eventually played out in the left, I don't think he looked weak in either one. I thought he put in another solid performance. Maybe not a fantastic, he's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but he wins the ball, he's wholehearted, and he's just defensively strong, and I just like that in my wingers. Yes, he's got his vulnerabilities when going up front, but you know what I mean? He's a left back, he's a defender, and I think he defends very, very well. And the last person I'm actually going to talk about, and the reason I've actually left him to last, is I think he was the best man on the field. That is going to be Captain Connor Goldson, aka the Colossus. Just a fantastic performance. Given the captain's armband with Tav being rested for the midweek game, the best way I can sum his performance up is the captain's armband. He lived up to it, and he genuinely did. Like, I thought his outballs, like his long diagonals, were absolutely spot on each and every single opportunity. We had a couple of opportunities. I think if we had 11 men, he'd have maybe got an assist, because he was just hitting these lovely through balls to Alfredo Morelos, who was really unlucky with a volley as well. Ended up getting a goal himself, big Connor Goldson. He was due one. I keep saying it, from set pieces, this guy's going to be massive, and he's been close each and every single game, but he finally got his goal, and yeah, his performance deserved it. I'm not even doing it justice. What I've just said there on all the pros, it's not doing it justice. He strolled it. It's just so weird having defenders that can actually defend. You get what I'm saying? It's just so weird. I'm like, that's what we've been missing for about 7 years. Okay, fair enough. I've actually just remembered, before I jump on and finish this up, Umar Sadiq. Just Umar Sadiq. Every movement is an adventure. If you know, you know, and you'll fire it down below. That rhymes. And yeah, that's a perfect place to end it there. A bit of fun. To wrap up my opinions, I'm very proud of the squad, digging in for 60 odd minutes with 10 men, still creating opportunities. If we had kept 11, would have absolutely ran through St Mirren like me at a buffet. It had just been frightening. But we've done what we needed. The thing was getting those 3 points and capitalising on mistakes made yesterday, so we've done that. We've finally done it. We capitalised on other people's mistakes. And yeah, sets up a great adventure, another clean sheet, and we move on to Thursday. That is my opinions on the game. What is yours? Make sure to be getting involved in the comment section below to give me your fan recap. But before we jump over to Twitter and get the people's opinion on, you know what time it is. It's time for the sponsor break, so grab your refreshments. 3, 2, 1, sponsor break! I'm back on the red cola. Says it all. Time for the people's opinion on Twitter. I said man of the match poll and recaps. Timey on, because you know, copyright. 793 votes already, and there's so much time left. So 793 is the light target to beat. Can we beat it, or will we surrender to Twitter? Let's not do that. Anyway, 2% voted for Allah, 90% voted for Alfredo Morelos, 33% of the people voted for Koulibaly, but the Steam Train winner of today's poll with 46% of the votes is Mr. Connor Goldson, aka Captain Colossus, and I absolutely love that. Shout out to him, definitely deserved. Let's see what the people's got to say. You and John said pick Goldson, he was outstanding, he never played a wrong pass and held his line superbly. Stunning goal to wrap up an incredibly debut captain performance. I love that, mate. Andrew Wilson said pick Goldson, was a bit sloppy at times but overall was great. That's why I like people's opinions. People see it differently. Cairo Kearney said Goldson, poor from McCrory to slide in like that. I thought still managed the game well with 10 men. It's becoming quite a pattern. It's great to look forward to Rangers game again, knowing you'll have a manager and a squad that will fight for the club. And I absolutely love that comment. And I almost forgive you, Cairo Kearney, for your name being so close to Kieran Tierney. Okay, almost forgive you for that. Jack Newman says Goalton, but seems to be a lot of people never say anything good about John Flanagan, who has been great since he joined, and I agree with that, mate. I think he's been absolutely brilliant in most games, bar the one game against Ozilyak, where... whatever, didn't correct me in the name. And remember, I put him in a man of the match poll and I got absolutely slaughtered for it. So I'm with you, Jack. We see the game the same way. Callum Stewart says Halliday. There's always one. C Skills, aka my brother in blue once again. Goalton and Katic were solid. Morelos, good forward play. Koulibaly was solid. Ijaya tackled well and good distribution. Thought Murphy was quiet, but overall solid performance with 10 men. Yeah, Murphy's a bit frustrating. I actually forgot to mention that. He's one of my... He had a good sort of performance, one of these better of the season, but there were still key times where he had the ball in and around the box, and instead of having his head up and looking for the pass, he just puts it down and he just runs into someone. That is where he needs to improve. I know he got assisted the other day, and again in this game with 10 men, he'd done some nice things. I'm not slaughtering the guy, but in and around the box, he's just got to be smarter. Just lift your head up and just have a wee look. Kyle Connie says, big Koulibaly for me yet again, CJ mate. New subscriber to the channel, loving it. Thank you. Welcome. The big man just bossed it about the park today and hope we sign him permanently. That is the people's opinion on Twitter. You've heard my opinion. If you haven't done so already, make sure to be putting yours in the comment section below. I've been TJNova992. As always, in the description there will be a link to a charity football game that's only 6 days away. Every penny's for charity, so if you haven't bought your tickets, please do so. Thank you once again for watching, and bye bye.